following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 4, text number 17, given by His Holiness Govinda Swami, recorded on the 20th of May, 1992, in Brooklyn, New York.
Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source, bona fide source, one can very easily develop this Krishna Bhakti. Sthani sthita sruti gatang bang mano bhikti praya swajito jito trilokyam. Such Krishna Bhakti you can develop by you will be able to conquer who is unconquerable in three worlds? Ajita is Krishna. Nobody can conquer him. He is unconquerable in three worlds. But you will be able to conquer him by dint of such bhakti, pure bhakti, that you will achieve only hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source. This is what it said. But you should have one qualification. You should put complete faith, unflinching faith in the words of Sadhu, Shastra, the Shastra, especially Bhagavat Mahapurana, essence of all Vedic Shastra, and Guru. This is one requisite. Then very easily you can develop. Otherwise, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, coming here, sitting in the association of the sadhus, devotees, but you have no faith in the sadhu, shastra, guru, this katha, Bhagavad Katha, will never enter into your ear. It will never enter into your ear. That is most important thing. This Shraddha, this complete faith and flinching faith is required. Then you will develop such bhakti, pure bhakti. A very easy process. It's very easy process. Only by hearing one can develop. Therefore, we have this program in our temples every day. Srimad Bhagavat Path Pravachan Shravana. Daily program. And this is unfailing program. Every day it should be done without fail. And those who are really anxious for it, really very eager to develop bhakti and get Krishna, they should attend and hear. All right, now we'll begin. Go to the topic. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, text second canto, chapter 4, text 17. Tapasvino dana parajasasvino manasvino mantravidaha sumangala khemang na bindanti vina jadarpanam tasmai subhadra sabase namo namaha. Tapasvino dana parajasasvino manasvino mantravidaha sumangalaha khemang na bindanti vina jadarpanam tasmai subhadra sabase namo namaha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all auspicious Lord Sri Krishna again and again, because the great learned sages, the great performers of charity, the great workers of distinction, the great philosophers and mystics, the great chanters of the Vedic hymns, and the great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such great qualities to the service of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Advancement of learning, a charitable disposition, political, social, or religious leadership of human society, philosophical speculations, the practice of the yoga system, expertise in Vedic rituals and all similar high qualities in man serve one in the attainment of perfection only when they are employed in the service of the Lord. Without such devotee, all such qualities become sources of trouble for people in general. Everything can be utilized either for one's own sense gratification or in the service of one other than oneself. There are two kinds of self-interest also, namely personal selfishness and extended selfishness. But there is no qualitative difference between personal and extended selfishness. Theft for personal interest or for the family interest is of the same quality, namely criminal. A thief pleading not guilty because of committing theft not for personal interest, but for the interest of society or country, has never been excused by the established law of any country. People in general have no knowledge that the self-interest of a living being attains perfection only when such an interest coincides with the interest of the Lord. For example, what is the interest of maintaining body and soul together? One earns money for maintenance of the body, personal or social, but unless there is God consciousness, unless the body is being properly maintained, to realize one's relation with God, all good efforts to maintain body and soul together are similar to the attempts of the animals to maintain body and soul together. The purpose of maintaining the human body is different from that of animals. Similarly, advancement of learning, economic development, philosophical research, study in the Vedic literature, or even the execution of pious activities like charity, opening of hospitals, and distribution of food grains should be done in relation to the Lord. The aim of all such acts and endeavors must be the pleasure of the Lord and not the satisfaction of an identity, individual or collective. Sansiddhi Paritosanam. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.27, the same principle is confirmed, for it is said that whatever we may give in charity, whatever we may observe in austerity, must be given over to the Lord or be done on his account only. The expert leaders of a godless human civilization cannot bring about a fruitful result in all their different attempts at educational advancement or economic development unless they are God conscious. And to become God conscious, one has to hear about the all auspicious Lord as he is described in literature like Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 4, text 8. Sukadeva Goswami says this thing. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all auspicious Lord Krishna again and again, with great learned sages, great performers of charity, great workers of distinction, great philosophers and mystics, great chanters of Vedic hymns, and great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such great qualities to the service of the Lord. Most importantly, I said Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of all Veda, Vedantas, Upanishads, Puranas, last contribution of Srila Vyasadeva. And it has come out from the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. Nigama kalpatar galitam phalam sukha mukhadamrita java sanjitam. Pivata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuravo rastika bhuvi bhavuka. Sukha literally means parrot. And parrot touches that fruit, which is very sweet, ripened and sweet. After it is being touched by parrot, it becomes much sweeter. So this Srimad Bhagavatam has come out from the mouths of Sukadeva Goswami, son of Vyasadeva. You understand? That Sukha, his name is Sukha, is a real parrot, isn't it? It's said. Sukadeva Goswami is the parrot of Radharani. This parrot of Radharani is Sukadeva Goswami. And those who know Srimad Bhagavatam, among them is one of them is Lord Shiva. You understand? Who knows Srimad Bhagavatam? This Bhubaneswar Khetra is known as Ekamra Khetra. It's gateway to Jagannath Puri Khetra. This Khetra, abode of Lord Shiva. In ancient Jugas, in that Khetra, Lord Shiva was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam to Parvati Devi. There was nobody in that place. Shivaji was there and Parvati was there. Shivaji was saying and Parvati ji was hearing. Lord Shiva was saying, Parvati was hearing and saying, yes. So, after some time, Parvati Devi fell asleep. But one parrot was there, sitting in that mango tree, big mango tree, amro, ekamro. Amro means mango tree. That khetra is known as ekamra khetra. Then that parrot saying, but Parvati Devi was fell asleep. So after some time, Lord Shiva could notice that Parvati had fallen asleep. Then he thought of, who is saying? Who is there? Nobody was here. So he could notice that one parrot was there. Then he said, oh, this parrot was listening. That's it. So it's this statement given by Lord Shiva. Aham vedmi vyas vedi, sukha vedi. Vyas vedi va no vedi. He said, who knows Srimad Bhagavatam? I know. Aham vedmi, sukha vedi. Sukadeva Goswami knows. I don't know whether Vyas knows or not. I have doubt whether Vyas knows or not. Aham vedmi, sukha vedi, vyas vedi va no vedi. You understand? And he says, how can one understand Srimad Bhagavatam? This is the most important question. You understand? One cannot understand Srimad Bhagavatam by dint of his scholarship, material education, scholarship, merit, intelligence. No, you can't understand it. You understand? Only one thing is required. Bhaktya bhagavatam rajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Shivaji said, what bhakti? You can understand Bhagavatam. You cannot understand Bhagavatam by dint of your scholarship, learning, material learning, scholarship, merit, intelligence. No. One may say, yes, it is written in Sanskrit. I am a Sanskrit scholar. I know Sanskrit. I can read and understand, and great commentators are there. Those who have given commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam, among them the most famous Sridhar Swami. And Mahaprabhu was accepted Sridhar Swami. Sridhar Swami Guru Karimani. Sridhar Anugata Karo Bhagavata Vyakhyanam. Mahaprabhu has advised. Accept Sridhar Swami as Guru. Well, if you want to speak on Bhagavata, you should follow Sridhar Swami. You understand? Because he is Guru. By the Guru's mercy only, you will be able to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. Otherwise, you cannot speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Mahaprabhu said this thing in, I would say, what is that? Balvacharya said this thing to Balvacharya. Balvacharya was a proud fellow. He was a pandit. He knows it. He had scholarship. Once he came to Mahaprabhu and said, Mahaprabhu, I have written a commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, but I have not touched Sridhar Swami's commentary. Then Mahaprabhu said this thing. Swami je na mane taku besya kori goni. You follow my language? Mahaprabhu says, one who doesn't accept Swami, husband, is a prostitute. He is a prostitute. Swami je na mane taku besya kori goni. And doesn't accept Swami is a prostitute. Then Mahaprabhu, Sridharam gata karo. Bhagavata Vyakhyan. Sridhar Swami. Mahaprabhu says, Sridhar Swami is best commentator. Sridhar Swami Guru Karimani. Sridhar Anugata Guru. Bhagavata Vyakhyan. You should accept Sridhar Swami as Guru. And if you speak Bhagavata, write anything on Bhagavata, you must follow Sridhar Swami. Under his guidance, getting his mercy, only you can write and speak. Otherwise, you cannot. That says. So without the mercy of Guru, you can't understand Bhagavatam. You can't speak Bhagavatam. So bhaktya bhagavatam grajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Only by bhakti one can understand Bhagavatam. One cannot understand Bhagavatam by dint of his material education, scholarship, learning, merit, intelligence. How can one understand Krishna? Do you know? How can one understand Krishna? Huh? Yes? Tell me. Mercy of Guru. Yes? What is that mercy? What is the mercy of Guru? What is that mercy? That is bhakti. Yes. Only by bhakti you can understand Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, son of Nanda Maharaj. But you see him, it's not easy to understand. A very crooked person. Very crooked person. 3 places crooked, not 1 or 2. Tribhangi Mathani. 3 places crooked, not straight at all. Not an easy affair to understand him. But you have to understand him. You should understand. You have to understand him. That is the success, perfection of your human birth. To understand that crooked person, Krishna. Understand? But how can I understand? That's another question. And he has said himself, Bhaktyam abhijanati, bhaktyam ekaya grajya, bhaktyat ananyabhya. He says himself, he's understanding. You cannot speculate. You understand? You should not speculate. He says how to understand. Bhaktyam ekaya grajya, bhaktyam abhijanati. Then only through bhakti one can understand me. Only through bhakti one can approach me. Bhaktya, ananya bhakti, unalloyed devotion. You understand? Only bhakti one can understand. Srimad Bhagavata. Because Srimad Bhagavata is not a mere book, grantha. Krishna tulya Bhagavata vibhu sarvasva. Prati shloke, prati akshari, nama. Is as good as Krishna. It's Krishna himself. Krishna's Bani avatar, incarnation, is Bani incarnation of Krishna. As only through bhakti one can understand and approach Krishna. Similarly, by bhakti one can understand. Bhagavatam, na buddhyana siddhika. That's what he says. In every verse, even in the word, even in each letter, many meanings are there. It's potent with many meanings. Do you understand? Yes. If you want to explain one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam completely, it will take days together. Such thing is there. So, this verse, you see, most important. He says, advancement, charitable disposition, political, social, or religious leadership of human society philosophical speculations, the practice of yoga system, expertise in Vedic rituals, and all similar high qualities in man serve one in the attainment of perfection only when they are employed in the service of the Lord. Without such detailing, all such qualities become sources of trouble, for people in general. You understand? Dharma satya daya pito vidyava tapasyanita madbhaktya petamatmano nasamyak punatihi. 10th canto Bhagavatam says. This verse what says, 10th canto find. Many places in Bhagavatam find these things. You understand? Dharma satya daya pito vidyava tapasyanita madbhaktya petamatmano nasamyak punatihi. Is statement given by Krishna. Dharma, one who knows the principles of dharma and very strictly follows those principles in his life. You understand? Satya, a person who is very truthful, never speaks lies. You understand? Daya, a person who is very merciful, shows mercy to one and all. Dharma, Satya, Daya. Vidya, a very learned scholar. He has studied Vedas, he has acquired Vedic knowledge. Do you understand? It says learning, advancement of learning. You understand? Very advanced in learning. Vidya, dharma, satya, daya, peta, vidya, tapasya. A great tapasya. You understand? Was undergone very severe austerity and penance. Do you follow? He has achieved wonderful perfection, mystic perfection. Tapasya. Vidya, satya, daya, peta, vidya. Madbhaktya petamatmano nasamyak punatihi. Krishna said, without devotion unto me, all these things, the value of all these things is zero. No value at all. You understand? The same thing is said here. Advancement of learning, charitable disposition, political, social or religious leadership of human society, philosophical speculation, practice of yoga system, expertise in Vedic rituals, and all similar high qualities in man serve one in the attainment of perfection only when they are employed in the service of the Lord. Without such detailing, all such qualities become sources of trouble for people in general. Then Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatrik Vidhivina, Aikantik Harir Bhakti, Utpata Iva Karpati. It will create trouble. It will create trouble. If it is not devoted in the service of Krishna, employed in the service of the Lord. Do you follow? The same thing. So bhakti is such powerful thing. We say. This bhakti is like this, I say, quoted that verse, Dharma Satya Daya Pita Vidyabha Tapasamnita Madbhaktya Pita Matmano Nasa Samyak Punati. The dharma, religiosity, satya, truthfulness, daya, mercifulness, Vedic scholarship, learning, Vedic education, vidyas, daya, tapasya, austerity, finance, all these things are good things. But if it is not employed in the service of Krishna, then value is zero. If you add 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, result is 0. Add or divide or multiply 0 into 0 into 0 into 0, it is 0. But if you put 1 just close to the left-hand side of 0, then it becomes 10-fold, 10-fold, 10-fold. 1 0, then 10, 2 zeros, 100, 3 zeros, 1,000, like this. If that 1 is not there, it's only 0. Similarly, all these things are good. But if it's not devoted for the service of the Lord, then no value. Rather, it will create disturbance. Such things are going on. Advanced learning is going on. Many charitable persons are there. They're giving charities. Political, social, religious leadership is also. Political leaders are there. Social leaders are there. Religious leaders are also there in society. Philosophical philosophers are there. Many yogis are there practicing mystic yogas. Many pandits and scholars are also there, Vedic scholars. But why there are so many disturbances in the society? Because of this, lacking of Krishna bhakti. Do you understand? That is what it says. Everything should be employed in this service. Then that is the real perfection. Because Krishna is the only enjoyer of all these things. Angi sarvaja jnanam bhokta cha prabhurevasha. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, I am the only enjoyer. Nobody is enjoyer. Only Krishna is the enjoyer. Everything is meant for his enjoyment. Whatever you see here, it is all, these are all paraphernalia for his enjoyment. Everything should be utilized for his enjoyment. Then it is all right. Then there will be peaceful society, happy society. Jasmin tuste jagat tusta. If Krishna is happy, Krishna is pleased, then whole world will be happy. Whole world will be pleased. Because he is the source. He is the source of all emanation. Everything has come out from him. You understand? He is the only relationship. Krishna Mukhya Samanda is the chief relationship, only relationship, and everything is related to him. That he has said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Angi, what is it? Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate idi matva vasantyamang buddha bhava samannita. Do you know? Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate idi matva vasantyamang buddha bhava samannita. Most important. Krishna says, Supreme Lord Krishna says, I am the source of all emanations. Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. Everything has come out from me. So he is the only relationship. Everything is related to him. You are related to him. I am related to him. He is related to him. This is related to him. This is whatever you see, whatever you find, everything is related to him. Because everything has come out from him. He is source of all matters. Do you understand? Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate idi matta vadantamang buddha bhava samannita. Buddha, those are real pandits. Those who know this tattva, know Krishna, know this tattva, they do my bhajan. Iti matva bhajantemang buddha bhava samannita. They do my bhajan in this bhav, in this mood. What is that mood? Huh? What is that mood? It's a mood of love, priti. Do you understand me? Huh? Iti matva vasantamang buddha bhava samannita. Those learned scholars, pandit, they do my bhajan with pleasure, with love. Because Krishna is the only object of love. Huh? Krishna is the only object of love. Pritir Vastu. Krishna is Pritir Vastu. Krishna is the only object of love. If you can develop love for Krishna, if you can love Krishna, then you can love everybody. Isn't it? Follow me? If you can love Krishna, can develop love for Krishna, then you can love everybody. Otherwise, there is no question of love. In this material world, without Krishna, this so-called love is not love at all. It's another name is lost. Kama is not prema. It's not prema. It's not love. It is lost. Perverted condition of love is lost. This same thing. Kama and prema, in English we say lost and love has the same meaning. Do you understand? So people say, yes, I love him. What do you mean? This love is not true love. Is love done based on love to Krishna. Is love The so-called love is based on lust for his own sense gratification or sense gratification of the lover and beloved. Isn't it? Lover and beloved is based on lust. It's not true love. So there is question of raga, dvesa. What you say in English, raga, dvesa? Liking, disliking. Liking or disliking. If you like somebody, you have some relationship with somebody, then you like him. No relationship with some other body, you dislike him. So in this material world, these two things are raga and dvesa. Love, liking and disliking, or hatred. Beautiful. But Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartati iti mattva vasante man buddha bhava samannita. But I am the source of everything, source of all emanation, source of all creation. Everything is related to me. And those who are Buddha, learned scholars, pandits, those who know this thing, they do my bhajana, this mood of love. They don't dislike, don't hate anybody. Because they see that he's related to Krishna, I am related to Krishna, you are related to Krishna, this thing is related to Krishna. Everything here is related to Krishna. And everything is meant for Krishna's pleasure, Krishna's enjoyment. And Krishna is the proprietor. Everything is property. So, such Buddha, such Pandit, when he sees any living entity, anything, immediately he develops this. Oh, it belongs to Krishna, which is my lover or beloved. You understand? So he loves it. Otherwise, there is no question of love at all. So, Krishna, therefore it said, without such detailing all such qualities, becomes source of trouble for people in general. People in general don't know this thing. Don't know this thing. That Krishna is the object of love. Krishna is the source of all emanations, source of all creation. Krishna is the only enjoyer. Krishna is the only proprietor. Everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the only relationship. And we are all related to Krishna. Everything is related to Krishna. There is nothing you can say that is not related to Krishna. So, the Krishna is everything. This is general people that don't know this thing. Why cannot they know this thing? Why can't they know this thing? So many political, social, religious leaders are there. Philosophers are there. General people cannot know this thing. Yes. What is cause? What is the reason? Why they can't understand this thing? What difficulty is there? Can't you say? Because this is material world, illusory world. The manifestation of illusory energy of the Lord. Isn't it? Manifestation of illusory energy of the Lord. We say Maya. Maya ko jagat. Illusory world. Maya. Illusion. All are captured by Maya. Jiva, you are tatastha sakti, marginal potent. Margin means you are on the margin. Two things are in touch. Krishna and Maya. Two things are in touch. You go to the seashore, the bank of a river. Margin of the shore, margin of the river. Two things are touch. Water and land. Isn't it? That is margin. So you being tatastha sakti, living entity, you are in the margin. Two things are in touch in you. You are in the margin. Krishna and Maya. This side Maya, this side Krishna. And you are in Maya. And you have independence. Isn't it? Yes, but this independence is very minute independence. Because you are minute. Anu. Huh? As you are anu, minute, and Mami Bansa Jiva Loki, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita says, Jiva, Jivatma, living entity, the spirit, the soul, you understand, is eternal, my part and parcel, isn't it? And what is there in Krishna, that is also in you, as your eternal part and parcel of Krishna. And Krishna is the supreme independent. He has supreme independence, isn't it? Mattha parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is nobody superior to me. Huh? He is supreme. Everybody is subordinate to him, a servant. Ekal Ishvara Krishna Arsa Vritya. Krishna is the only master, supreme master. All others are his servants. Nobody is superior. He has supreme independence, so you have minute independence. Isn't it? This minute independence. And this minute independence has been given to you mercifully. You understand? Karunaya dattam. It says, Karunaya dattam. Krishna has given you this independence out of mercy. Why? What is the use of this independence? Why it is Karunaya dattam? Why it has been given mercifully? Huh? One may say, no, I can't admit this thing. Just independence has, Krishna has granted this independence to me, so now I think I am independent, I can do whatever I like. So, how is it that Karunaya dattam, that mercifully has granted to me? When I think of like this, sometimes I act, what to say, in a positive way. Huh? If this has not been granted to me, then it's all right. Why granted? Why Karunaya dattam? Why mercifully granted? Huh? If it will be taken away from you, this independence, what will happen to you? Huh? Can you say? You cannot be said and what you say, jiva, living entity. You understand? This is not living. This is non-living. Has it independence? It has no independence. It cannot go from this place to that place, but you can. Isn't it? You have independence. You can go from this place to that place if you want, if you will, but it cannot. So this is the difference between living and non-living. Living has independence, and whereas non-living has no independence. So it has been said, Karunaya dattam, mercifully this has been granted. So if it will take away from you, then you'll turn into a non-living entity, isn't it? And this independence, there is two use, proper use, and its abuse. So chance has been given the independence that you may, and Krishna watches you. How I give you these things. Mercifully I grant you these things, this independence. Now I see how you are using it. Whether you are utilizing it properly or abusing it. Do you follow me? Therefore we say, Karunaya dattam, because of this independence, you can elevate yourself or degrade yourself. It depends on its use. If you make its proper use, then you can elevate yourself and ultimately you go to the lotus feet of Krishna. You'll surrender to Krishna sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam. That is. Last concluding instruction, giving up all varieties of religion, will surrender unto Krishna because of this independence. Otherwise, you can't do it. Can it surrender? Huh? It can't surrender. What do you can surrender? Its proper use of this independence is taking shelter of the lotus feet, Krishna, surrender. And its abuse is not to surrender. Not to surrender, not to listen, not to obey what Krishna says. I can do whatever I like. That is abuse. I say, you are the margin, tatastha sakti, and the margin. This side Krishna, this side Maya. And independent. Now you will have to choose whether you have to choose Krishna or Maya. Huh? Independence is there. You can do. Either you may choose Krishna or Maya. So those who are intelligent, those who make proper use of intelligence, independent, they choose Krishna. So they remain in their constitutional position as the servant of Krishna. Serve Krishna and devote everything they have gotten. And what is there in the service of Krishna, then Krishna becomes pleased. Just inciting that I'm leaving you. Hey, come to my lab. Come to my lab. Guru is there to tell you about this. Guru is showing. You see, look at Prabhupada, our spiritual master, the same. Oh, there, looking at Guru is showing you, Krishna, go there, go there. But Maya is there in garland. Then looking at Krishna, then looking at Maya. This way much. And you have independence, you have to choose now, whether Krishna or Maya. If you have views or independence, you choose Maya. Then you choose Maya, then you capture over Maya. Maya jati lena sukha. Purusha rupeta sara jode praveshilo. Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Kalyana Kalpataru says this thing. Those who accept Maya, abusing their minute independence, then Maya offers them sukha, enjoyment, pleasure. They become Purusha enjoyer and come here to this material world. Do you understand? That thing, he thinks, I am enjoyer, I am proprietor, everything belongs to me. Do you understand? I am the proprietor. One who has property is a proprietor. Everybody says here, I am proprietor. This home is mine. This property belongs to me. This family belongs to me. Wife belongs to me. Children, sons, daughter belongs to me. Bank balance belongs. Country belongs to me. Yes. Everything. I am the monarch of all I survey. But nothing belongs to you. Do you understand? Nothing belongs to you. Everything belongs to Krishna. He says, I am sarvasya prabhava. He is the only proprietor. But you being captured by Maya, you think yourself proprietor, think yourself enjoyer, think yourself the doer. You want to enjoy. Do you understand? This is what it says here. Therefore, the source of trouble for people in general. He says, I am sarvasya prabhava. He is the only proprietor. But you being captured by Maya, you think yourself proprietor, think yourself enjoyer, think yourself the doer. You want to enjoy. Do you understand? This is what it says here. Therefore, the source of trouble for people in general. Everything can be utilized either for one's own sense gratification or in the service of one other than oneself. There are two kinds of self-interest also. In personal selfishness, extended selfishness. But there is no qualitative difference between personal extended selfishness. Say, for personal interest or for the family interest is of the same quality, namely criminal. Criminal. You are stealing Krishna's property, isn't it? For your personal interest, for the extra extended interest. Criminals. Therefore, those who commit crime, they are criminals. The criminals are put into the prison house. So Maya Kruta Karaga, this material world is a prison house created by Maya. Because you are stealing Krishna's property, saying, I am proprietor, belongs to me, I am the enjoyer. I am the proprietor, I am the enjoyer. This crime. And Maya has two, kriya, activities, covering, avaratmika kriya, prakshepatmika kriya. In Sanskrit, it says avaratmika kriya, prakshepatmika kriya. Covering activity and taking away from Krishna. It covers up your own identity. Jiva Swarup Hoy, Krishna Nitya Das. This is your real Swarup, real identity, constitutional position that you are eternal servant of Krishna. He is only master, enjoyer, and you are his servant. You have to render service unto him, give all pleasure and enjoyment. And you have forgotten it. Maya has covered it up. And Maya is not allowing you to go to Krishna. Creates many troubles, many hurdles, many impediments, many obstacles. Do you understand? Never allow. As long as you are in Maya's life, it's all right. Maya is fondling you. Do you understand? Maya is fondling you. But when you take one step out of Maya's love, just try to go to Krishna. Maya, soul, her strength. Hey, where are you going? Then you'll find so many troubles come up, so many obstacles. Your father will be enemy, your wife will be enemy, your son will be enemy, your daughter will be enemy, your friends will be enemy, your countrymen will, everybody will turn out enemy. Such is created by Maya. This outside, Antarvahi, you'll find such obstacles, hurdles, impediments, within and without. This all without. Within also your stupid mind will also create such trouble. Do you understand? This is Maya. It's covering up Maya. So general people, I say, people in general cannot understand this thing. Because they're all captured by Maya. The Maya presents the real as unreal, unreal as real. Happiness as distress, distress as happiness. Do you understand? Shelter as unshelter, unshelter as shelter. Maya presents like that. So, Maya Baddha Jiva, a conditioned soul, thinks happiness as distress, distress as happiness. Good as bad, bad as good. Truth as false, false as truth. Real as unreal, unreal as real. We say, in technical language, it's vivarta. It's vivarta. Jiva or vivarta. It is bewilderment of the soul. It's bewilderment of the soul. The Maya, Jiva, conditioned soul. In Mahabharata, you see, Vyasdev has given this teaching. You understand Mahabharata? Do you know Mahabharata? TV is there, Mahabharata TV. Yes, it's already produced, TV. You might have seen it. You know Duryodhana, the eldest son of Dhritarashtra. Do you understand? Duryodhana. Very crooked person. And most materialistic person. Name is Duryodhana. Judha means fighting. Do you understand? He wants to fight in irreligious way, adharma juddha. Do you follow? Never follow religious principles. Some materialistic person. He says, without fighting, I want to give even such land that will come up at the point of a needle. Do you understand? The Pandavas. Pandavas are devotees. They were dear to Krishna. They have rightful share, but he did it without fighting. I want to give such land. that a point of needle takes off. And he wants to fight in an irreligious way, not following religious principles. And what happened to him? When Yudhishthira Maharaj was performing Rajasuya Yajna, you know the story? Rajasuya Yajna, that king, very powerful king or emperor can perform. In that Yajna, all other kings will come and serve him. That means, in other words, all will become his subordinate kings. He will be the emperor, king of the kings. Those the king, a ruler cannot do this thing, then you conquer him. So, Drishti Maharaj performed Rasa Yajna, all the kings came there and became subordinates. Maya Danava was there. A demon, name was Maya. He was very expert in this illusory activities. Very expert. By the end of his illusory, he had achieved some perfection in it. He had created a assembly house, made an assembly house. It's all illusory, in which the land looks like water, water looks like land. Such assembly house. So Duryodhana came. When entered into that assembly house, he saw the land. He said, oh, it is water. Thought of like that. So he entering into the land, taking off his garments. All are laughing, clapping. On the blind man. Blind son is blind. There's a land and sea is water. So when he came to the water part of where there was water, he saw, oh, it's land. Entered into it and was drenched completely. So laugh and clap, you see. This is Vivarta. You understand? Thinking land as water, water as land. Real as unreal, unreal as real. Truth as untruth, untruth as truth. Shelter as not shelter, and not shelter as shelter. Good as bad, and bad as good. Because of this Maya, captured by Maya. This illusory activity. Do you understand? This is bewilderment of the soul. So general people cannot understand. Therefore it is said here. The general people in general cannot understand this thing because they are captured by Maya. They cannot understand what is the real good for us, what is not good. They cannot understand it. This is Vivarta. Therefore, Vivarta builder soul thinks himself the enjoyer and proprietor. But Krishna is the only enjoyer and proprietor. So sadhu, shastra, guru. You understand? Jivere kripaya koile Krishna Veda Purana. Maya mugdha jivere nahi Krishna smruti jnana. Jivere kripaya koile Krishna Veda Purana. Krishna is your only well-wishing friend. Srudam sarvabhutana. So you have forgotten Krishna. First, Krishna has not forgotten you. Krishna is there in your heart as Paramatma's friend. So, Jivere Kripaya Koile Krishna Veda Purana. First thing Krishna gave this Veda Purana, where, and the essence of all Veda Purana is Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna says this thing. And his dear devotee, Vaishnava, Sadhu, also comes, who also teaches this thing. Shastra, Guru, Atma Rupe, Apna Ke Janan, Krishna Mor Prabhutrata, Jiver Poegyan. Chaitanya Charitamrita says. Krishna says. Shastra, first thing Shastra. He gave Vedic literature, Shastra. Then, what is said in Shastra should be understood in Tattva. Janma karmam same divyam evam joveti tattvataha tyakva deham punarjanma naiti sammangeti Arjuna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Krishna says, my birth, appearance, dharma, activity are not material. It's all transcendental. Evam joveti tattvataha tyakva deham punarjanma naiti sammangeti. But one should understand it in tattva. We have two types of considerations. You know, Two types of do vichar. Tattva vichar, abhav vichar. In English we say absolute consideration and apparent consideration. Do you follow me? Huh? And all our discourses are absolute tattva vichar. Our discourses, the Vaishnava, especially Gauriya Vaishnava, Gurus, Acharyas, their discourses, followers of Mahaprabhu, their discourses are all based on tattva vichar. Absolute, not apparent consideration. It's apparent consideration about vichar is condemned. Do you follow? About vichar is always condemned. So this should be understood in tattva. The Mayabadhu Ji, the conditioned soul, great scholar, he has studied Veda, he has acquired some Vedic knowledge, but no devotion, no bhakti. Do you understand? He cannot understand it. Tattva. All his considerations are based on apparent consideration, apapicha. So there are disturbances. Yes, there are disturbances. Because no tattva vichar is there. So how can one understand in tattva? I first say, you cannot understand by dint of your own material education, learning, scholarship, intelligence, or merit. Do you follow me? Only by bhakti. How the bhakti is achieved? How can one get bhakti? Huh? How can one develop bhakti? Huh? Bhakti is to Bhagavata. Do you understand? By the association of Bhagavatas, that means devotees of the Lord. Huh? Bhakta sangena parijayate. Bhakti is to Bhagavata, bhakta sangena parijayate. Do you follow me? By the association of Bhagavad Bhakta, association of the devotees of the Lord, one can develop bhakti. You understand? Huh? You understand? Only by the association of devotees of the Lord, bhakti is to Bhagavata, bhakta sangena parijayate. Without that, one cannot develop bhakti conditions. He has completely forgotten his own self, own identity, completely forgotten Krishna, who has accepted real as unreal, unreal as real, shelter as non-shelter, non-shelter, shelter. Only one shelter is the lotus feet of Krishna is the one shelter. Maya is not shelter. Maya is not shelter. But conditioned soul are accepted Maya is shelter. And Krishna is not shelter. How can you understand? Huh? Can he? Can he? Well, no, cannot. He cannot. Isn't it? He cannot. Only the association of the bhaktas, devotees, bhaktistu bhagavata bhakta sangena parijayate. Then sadhu sangha, the question of sadhu sangha comes. That's associated with sadhus, bhaktas, completely devoted, completely surrendered unto the lotus feet of Krishna. They utilize everything. Their body, mind, and speech, everything, their heart, they get, they see here in the service of Krishna. Give him enjoyment and pleasure. This is bhakta. This is devotee. Association of such devotees, and this conditioned soul can understand. He knows. So they are known gurus. They know Krishna in tattva. They know Krishna in tattva. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnano jnanina tattvadarsina. This is the process. Jnanina tattvadarsina. Those who have seen tattva, truth, seers of the truth. Do you follow? What is truth? Huh? Yes? Yes, Advaya Jnana Tattva Braje Brajendra Kumar. He's laughing, you see. He's laughing. Adya Jnana Tattva Braje Brajendra Kumar. Is Brajendra Kumar. Is son of Nanda Maharaj. Is Adya Jnana Tattva. Is absolute truth. Is absolute truth. One was seeing. Do you understand? Seen once? No, always see. Once sees. Always. Jahan Puri. Krishna's Puri. You follow my language? No. Jahan Krishna's Puri. He says only Krishna. Krishna is there. How Prahlad saw Krishna in a stone pillar. Huh? Whereas his demoniac father, Hiranyakashipu, couldn't see this reason. Huh? His tattva-darshi. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnano jnanina tattva-darshina. Such says. Tadvijnanartham sa gurunga vigapsat samitpani sutriyam manishtam. Something. Now this vijnana, this science, you understand? I've got to realize this. One has to approach such guru. Huh? Who is Tattva-darshi? Who has seen the truth? Who knows the truth? Must approach it. Because he must. He must go. It's not personal. If you know Sanskrit, how this word is used, this verb is used, he must go. Cannot achieve the perfection of your human. You understand? That is to understand Krishna, that crooked fellow, because said, Trivangimantani. You understand? Otherwise cannot achieve perfection of a human being to understand him. The one must approach that Tattva-darshi, seer of the truth. Pranipata pariprasna seva. Three things are required. Pranipata, fasting for dedication. Sisvateham sadhiman tvam prapanna. I become your sisya. Become your disciple. I come under your full complete discipline. Who is under discipline is disciple. And Guru has that right, who can inflict very severe discipline. You understand? Yes. Nobody has such right. Only Guru has that right. Only he can inflict discipline. Huh? Is Jagat Guru, is Guru of whole world? My revered spiritual master Jagat Guru is Guru of whole world. He was inflicting discipline throughout the whole world. Huh? Saying fearlessly, you idiot, you rascal. Yes. Fearlessly say. Can you say? Anybody? If you say, the other person will sue you in the court. Yes. Definitely. Isn't it? Am I wrong? No. You have no right. You have no right. Only he can say, you rascal, you idiot. You scientist, he says. You scientist. You rascal, you idiot. What to say? And nobody sued him. You see, she's good. Only he can inflict discipline. Nobody else can inflict discipline. Sisateham sadimang tantrupam samagramang pradibang sasisya. Only he can rule the whole world. Samagramang pradibang. He can inflict discipline. Vacha vego manasa, krodha vego, juha vego, udara vego, vastha vego. Etan veganjo visvaheta dhira, samagramang pradibang sasisya. Upadesamrita. Srila Rupa Goswami has said, for such a person. Sisateham sadhimang prapan. I become your sisya. I accept you as my guru. Please inflict discipline, severe discipline on me. You understand? Sadhimang. Please my heart. Please my consciousness. Please my mind. And impart tattva jnana. That is sadhimang. That's sadhimang. You understand? Sisateham sadhimang. Prapannam. I completely dedicate myself. unto your lotus feet. That means I belong to you. Now I am not belong to me. I don't belong to you. I belong to you. The moment you take shelter, surrender unto the lotus feet of Guru, prapanna, dedicate, then that is the proper use of your mind independence. Proper use. No more. That independence has been granted to you only to do this thing. When you surrender lotus feet of Guru, then you belong to Guru. Don't belong to you. No more independence. It's gone now. No more independence. No more whimsical action. No. But Guru says you have to do. Says sit down, sit down. He has not said up, you will never stand up. No, sit down there, sit down. He has not said stand up. You can't stand up. That is what. Sisateyam svadhimam samprapannam. Then this is pranipata, then pariprasna, then seva. You render service, pleasing service unto the lotus feet of Guru to please him. Then humbly inquire, pariprasna, tattvagata. Question you'll put. Who am I? Why have I been suffering here? Who is Supreme Lord? What is my relationship with Him? Why have I come here? Why am I? Have I been suffering here? These are the questions, pariprasna. Then he is pleased with your service. Then impact sattva jnana. In this way, you will have this jnana. Then you can understand. Otherwise, not easy thing to understand this thing. How Krishna is the only relationship. Krishna is the mukhya sambandha. Chief relationship, only relationship, ekamatra sambandha. That Krishna came as Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. That Krishna came as Mahaprabhu to teach you about Krishna. To teach you how to understand that crooked person, Krishna. Mahaprabhu is straight. He is not crooked. He is very straight. But Krishna is crooked. Three places. Not easy thing to understand it. So that Krishna came in the form of Mahaprabhu to teach you how to understand Krishna. Apani karimu bhakti bhakta bhav angikare. Apani achori bhakti sikamu savare. Krishna thaba. I'll go accept bhakta bhav, the mood of the devotee, practice bhakti, devotion in my whole life, then teach it. Then teach it. Apani achori bhakti sikamu savare. You understand? They will teach everybody. One who is not a devotee, one who is not surrendered. You understand? How can he teach bhakti? He cannot teach bhakti. No. If he speaks about bhakti, his words are all empty words. Blank fire. It's blank fire. Tanka words. Isn't it? Sometimes police makes blank fire. His words are empty. Empty words. It will never be effective. But one who is really surrendered, they are devotee, complete 100% devotee. Whatever he says is very potential. It's very potential. It's like the Mahaprabhu's principle is that. Apane asuri bhakti sikamu savari. Krishna came. Who is Krishna? All others are devotees. Krishna is not devotee. Krishna is Supreme Lord. He is Sevya Bhagavan. You understand? He is Sevya Bhagavan. All others are sevakas. Servants. He is to be served. But he came out of mercy. You understand? Wonderful mercy. Adbhuta karunya. That I will go and become accepting the mood of bhakta. I'll do you understand? Develop bhakti in my life and teach others how to develop bhakti. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So without Chaitanya, you cannot approach and understand that crooked person. Therefore, I say, please install Gauranga here. Please install Mosya Gauranga here. Yes, otherwise you cannot understand him. Understand? Yes, that's the process. Asuri bhakti sikhamu savari. Then people can understand. Otherwise, then people cannot understand it. Therefore, it is said. And they are all interested in these two kinds of self-interest, namely personal selfishness, extended selfishness. No qualitative difference between personal and extended selfishness. Theft for personal interest or for the family interest is of the same quality, namely criminal. A thief pleading not guilty because of committing theft, not for personal interest, but for the interest of the society or country, has never been excused by the established law of any country. Huh? So, you want to understand what is really doing good for upakar. Huh? Mahaprabhu says, Bharata bhumite manusya janma hila jar, janma sarthaka kori kor paropakar. Isn't it Bharata? Mahaprabhu says, Bharata bhumite manusya janma hila jar, janma sarthaka kori kor paropakar. One who is born as a human being in Bharat Bhumi, he must first make his life perfect. First, he must make his life perfect. Then do paropakar, do good to others. What is real doing good? You understand? That one should understand. Here, my Guru Maharaj said everything in his purport. In purport he has said, but it is to be understood very. You penetrate it. Understood it. Very in tattva. Here he says, yes, one earns money for maintenance of the body, personal, social. But unless there is God consciousness, unless the body is being properly maintained to realize one's relations with God, all good efforts to maintain body and soul together are similar to the attempts of the animals to maintain body and soul together. The purpose of maintaining the human body is different from that of animals. Yes. Animals are, you understand, all are doing this. Eating, sleeping, defending, mating. Ahara nidra bhaya maituna. Animals are doing that thing, and human beings are doing that thing. Eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. Isn't it? Even a worm in the stool also does so. Isn't it? Enjoys. He also enjoys sex mating. You being human being, if you do such thing, kruminam kyadantaram, then what is the difference between yourself and the worm in the stool? Bhagavad Prabhu. What is the difference? The worm in the stool does, and but your birth, human birth, is durlabha janama, rarely achieved birth. Durlabham manusam janamam. Why it is rare? Why it is so rarely achieved? What is the purpose of this human birth? Have you ever inquired about it? Have you ever inquired about it? What is the goal of my life? Why it is said rarely achieved birth? What is the purpose of this life? Human birth? If you only run after this eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, then no, better than animal life. In the language of my Guru Maharaj, what is this civilization? It is dog civilization, not God civilization. Yes, it's dog civilization, D-O-G, not G-O-D. Just opposite. Dog God. Dog civilization, not God civilization. But then nobody is inquiring about it. What is it? As human mind. That is not different from that is right. Similarly, advancement of learning, economic development, philosophical research, study in Vedic literature, in the execution of pious activities like charity, opening hospitals, and distribution of food grains should be done in relations with God. But all these things are done, but not with relations to God. Many charitable organizations there. Many charitable persons are there. They are giving charity. Do you understand? Huh? Feeding the hungry people. Huh? Feeding the hungry people. Shudartha ko annadan. Huh? Trusartha ko jaladan. One who is thirsty, give him some water. One is hungry, give him some food. He's doing good. Yes. One is patient, diseased person. Do you understand? Make some arrangement of his treatment. Do you understand? Open charitable dispensaries, hospitals. Huh? Make some arrangement of his diet or food. Mother Teresa gets a Nobel Award for this, treating the leper patients lying on the street. Yes. And the calculation of materialistic people doing very good work. Whoa, so much. What is that? Huh? But what is real good? Real paropokar. And what sort of good it is? And some are also opening schools, colleges, educational institutions, free education. We'll give free education. Do you understand? That is doing good. Yes. Isn't it? But what is really doing good? What Mahaprabhu says, Bharata bhumite manusya janma hiladar, janma sartha kari karo paropokar. What Mahaprabhu says, one who is born as a human being in Bharata bhumi must make his life, first make his life perfect. Then do paropokar, good to others. What does it mean? Is giving food to the hungry, or giving water to thirsty, and making arrangements of some treatment to the patients, opening charitable dispensaries, or opening some educational institution to give free education. Does Mahaprabhu intend this thing or speak about this thing? No. That's not real paropokar. Do you understand? Yes, that's also upakar. That's also good. But what sort of good upakar? That upakar, the good, feeding the hungry, do you understand? Quenching the thirst of the thirsty, do you understand? Treating the patient, this is doing good to the body. Isn't it? Saririk. It's doing good to this body. This body is metal body. It's temporary. It is today. Tomorrow it may not be there. Isn't it? The what's of good? It's temporary. Again, another metal body. Then again, hunger is there, thirst is there, disease is there, suffering is there. Then what good do you do? What good do you do? Then opening educational institution, giving free education, that is doing good to the mind. Do you understand? It's a matter of mind. But we, the Vaishnavas, devotees, they do the real good, which is eternal good, everlasting good. It's not temporary. It's not meant for body and mind. It's meant for the soul. Do you understand? Your soul. As long as soul is there in the body has some value. Isn't it? The body and mind has some value. Isn't it? If the soul gets out of the body, then what is this body? It's a clump of dead matter. Has it any value? Huh? Has it any value? It's a clump of dead matter. You understand? So what Mahaprabhu says, Bharata bhumite manusya janma hiladar, janma sartha kari paropokar, he means that. Do go to the soul. What is that? To inculcate this Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? This God consciousness. This Krishna consciousness or God consciousness. That my Guru Maharaj says repeatedly, and he puts emphasis on it. Yeah, Vedic literature, you say. Yes, Vedic literature, even execution pious activities, similarly, advanced learning, economic development, philosophical research, study in Vedic literature, in the execution pious activities like charity, opening of hospitals, distribution of food grains should be done in relations with the Lord. You understand? A relation with the Lord. That means inculcating Krishna consciousness on today. Yes, that's a very good thing. Feed the hungry, that's a good thing. But at the same time, inculcate Krishna consciousness on today. Therefore, we have this food for life program. Yes, we do this. We feed the hungry people, but we never feed. Just feed, and eat. Pass stool and urine and die. We will not do like that. Then we do kirtan and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. We allow such transcendental sound vibration touch their ears, those hungry people. Let it touch it there, yes, the real upaka. Then, yes, take Krishna Prasad, not roasted beef or hot chicken. We are not giving that thing. We give Krishna Prasad, transcendental food, only. Eating that Krishna Prasad, your consciousness will be purified. And at the same time also, you give them chance to hear some Krishna Katha. Give them some book also. Prabhupada's book, literature. Do you understand? This is how inculcating Krishna consciousness unto them in relation with the Lord. Without this, it's zero. I first said it's all zero. Not just upakar. This is the best type of upakar. That Mahaprabhu says, Bharata bhumite manusyadan mahila jat janma sartha karikar paropakar. This is paropakar. Those who are doing this thing, traveling throughout the world, preaching this science of Krishna consciousness, speaking Krishna Katha, giving opportunity for suffering souls to come and hear, take part in Sankirtan movement of Mahaprabhu and eat Krishna Prasad and be happy. Then stand up in this life in the next also. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam karmasapaham kavi bheditam karmasa savamangalam srimadatam bhuvi gunamti te bhuridajana. Charitable persons are there. It's a charitable person. Charity is here, say. But who is the best, most charitable person? You understand? Who is he? Who's giving the utmost charity, best type of charity. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bheditam kalmasapaham sravana mangalam srimadatam bhudi gunansite bhuridadana. 10th canto. Oh Lord, oh Krishna, your katha, your nectarian katha. Krishna katha is nectar. So sweet and nectar. Have you tasted? Are you tasting it? Huh? Relishing it. So relish it. How sweet, how nectarian it is. Tava kathamrita. Oh Lord, oh Krishna, your nectarian katha is a amrita, is nectar. Tattva jivanam. This is soothing balm for this suffering soul. Those have been afflicted. 3 tapas. Adhyatmika, adhidoibika, adhibhautiko. Afflicted. Soothing balm to them. Tattva jivanam. Sravanam. It will hear this thing. Only by hear. Give an aural reception. My Guru Maharaja said, come and give an hour. Open your ear. First I say, with full faith, constant attention, you just hear it. Only by Sravan. Some peaciousness is there. Peaciousness. Just Mangala. Krishna is all auspicious. His katha is not different from him. Is all auspicious. Nectarian. You understand? Sravanam. Sinful reactions will be destroyed. Kalmasapaham. Srimad Kabir. Who says this thing? Who speaks Krishna Katha? Kavi. Kavi means one who knows it. This is one who knows it. Krishna, one seer of the truth, not of the truth. Who is always in Krishna, absorbed in Krishna, thought of Krishna. You understand? Who has dressed himself in that ocean nectar. You understand? Yes. Couple of them says. You understand? Mama Birja Samvida is significant word. Birja potential. Empty words. It's not empty words, it's potential. Spiritual potential. Yes. Krishna is all attractive. Krishna is all attractive. Yes. Yes. Attractive. Krishna is attractive. Do you know? Huh? In this material world, how Krishna attracts? Huh? How he attracts here in the material world, you know? Huh? What? You don't know? In the form of his holiness. In the form of Acharya. Yes, in the form of Acharya. Who speaks Krishna Katha. Acharya mang vijanyam navamanyet karisa namatya vidhyasuyeto. Huh? Sarva devamaya guru. Krishna says to him. Yes, sir. Think Acharya is an ordinary human being. Namatya vidhya, not a mortal being. As good as myself. You understand? Attracts. And attracts in the form of his holy name, in the form of Krishna. It's Katha. Speaks real Krishna. Yes. You understand? Therefore say, Kavi Viritam, such potential thing. Savana Mangalam, Srimadatam, Kavi Viritam, Srimadatam, Bhuvi Gunantite, Bhuridadana. Those who wander, travel throughout the world, speak this Krishna Katha. They are the most charitable persons. Nobody gives such charity as he. What is charity? Feeding the poor, hungry, quenching thirst of the thirsty, and putting some bandage on the limbs of the leper patient. What sort of charity it is? Is the most charity. That is what Mahaprabhu says, Bharata Bhumite Manusya Janma Hiladar, Janma Sartha Karikar Parupakar. That Mahaprabhu wants, intends. That is the real Parupakar doing that. My Guru Maharaja said this thing, hinted this thing here in his purport. Then you can understand Krishna. Then there will be no disturbance at all. Every body is related to Krishna. Everything is related to Krishna. Krishna is every property belongs to him. He is the proprietor. He is the enjoyer. He is the master. All are servants. Just utilize everything, whatever you have bought in his service. Best. Then happy, prosperous society will be there. No disturbance. You understand? Thank you very much. Prabhupada Maharaj. Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Samaveta Bhakti.